on Startup Report is Lauren Prager, who is no longer the VP and communications and strategy for Synapse. What happened?
I am now the Synapse's Chief Strategy Officer. It gives me an opportunity to really reflect on the work that I get to do, connecting and engaging with this incredible community. So after 4 years working with Synapse, starting as a volunteer and then joining the team and helping us grow and connect all across the state, I have this opportunity and appreciate the support of the community to make this possible.
That's awesome. i.e. big promotion.
Yeah.
So I feel maybe I'm underdressed a little bit. I know do I address you as your CSO-ness or Madam Prager? I know my grammar.
I appreciate that. Well, you're going to have to help me out. I haven't selected an avatar yet. And, as we all move into the metaverse, I keep shopping for an avatar and I haven't taken the plunge. So maybe we'll find some way to hybrid my role as CSO and who I am in the community with some sort of metaverse avatar. So I don't know. That'll be our next conversation, Joe. So I can live in the meta city. Something
regal, something sublime, something insightful. Maybe some sort
if we're going to be a meta citizen, then we got to have a persona, right? A meta persona that matches.
I've been going back and forth on meta citizen versus medicine. I'm right now leaning a little bit towards medicine just because less syllables seems to always be better. But it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. Speaking of meta, big theme this year at Synapse is the metaverse with some pretty big keynotes. Give us an overview of kind of what the themes are and who the keynotes are and what you're excited about for this year.
Well, every time we invite the community to come together and gather under one roof, we want to make sure that we are really on the leading edge, sharing what the latest is in innovation and technology. And there's obviously nothing bigger going on right now than understanding how this new world of Web 3.0 and everything that falls underneath that headline is affecting our world and at just a ferocious speed. And so it made complete sense to capitalize on that momentum, bringing together a really diverse community of innovators from a lot of different industries, which is what Synapse is uniquely known to do, and really creating an opportunity to introduce everybody to the people who are building out this new infrastructure that will transform the way that we connect, the way that we live, the way that we work and play, and really have, I think, multi-generational impact on society. And so we are bringing together what's really remarkable is a lot of Florida innovators as a statewide organization. Highlighting the talent in our communities is really central to why we host this event. We want you to meet the doers and the creators who are heads down building this incredible network and these businesses and this opportunity, and really get a chance to understand their philosophy, what makes them excited, what they're looking forward to, and how this innovation is impacting our world. So we've curated leaders from all across the state, people who are building businesses here, who have a background here, to share and kind of demystify all the terms that we're hearing popping up. Everything from meta and metaverse to crypto and decentralized finance and technologies, NFTs. We'll even have an opportunity to create an NFT and really give people a chance to kind of dig in, and for some people, for the very first time, really kind of touch and feel and play with this technology. And we think that's really important because experience is what will help us understand the true impact for the long term and make us more comfortable in this environment. So we're very, very excited to bring a lot of this to the community when we get together February 17th at Synapse Summit.
That's great. Back at Amelie again, which has been a great home for it. Like you said, February 17th. Let's touch on a couple of the headliners. Manny Medina, Ms. Hackle. So give us an overview of who the big names are.
Yeah, we're really excited to, again, really feature Florida leaders, and that's important to what makes Synapse unique. So Manny Medina has been an innovation and tech leader in Miami for a long time. And as a Cuban-American immigrant, really embodies a remarkable story of resilience and focus and ultimately his success in building 3 enormous companies. One he sold for over $1 billion Two, in 2021, went public, all in the information technology and cybersecurity realm. And so when you think about what has exploded in Miami tech, Manny was really there at the beginning of it all. And since then, he's launched Medina Capital. He was also one of the founders of Emerge Americas, which is a really transformative organization that connects Latin America into opportunities within Miami and Florida and beyond. And Synapse has actually initiated a strategic partnership because we believe that we can collaborate and work better together as a community. So we're working with them and really excited to bring Manny to the Synapse community and to the Synapse stage to understand not only what he's seen, but also what he anticipates as the community continues to evolve. One of our featured keynotes is also Felicia Hatcher, so another Miami native. And Felicia is now the CEO of the Black Ambition Prize, which is an initiative started by Pharrell Williams. So, he's used his accomplishments as an artist to create this resource to empower and ultimately fund Black and Latino founders, especially those associated with historically Black colleges and universities, and to ensure they have resources to be successful in building their startups and their businesses. And this is something that Felicia has been working on for a long time in her role as a community leader, helping to ensure that there was equitable access to technology training and entrepreneurship resources, and even as an entrepreneur herself when she was working with the Miami community. So she'll be our second keynote speaker. And last but not least is Kathy Hackle, who is quickly becoming a household name. She was recently on Good Morning America. She was on 60 Minutes Plus. She's been in Forbes. She's spoken on lots of stages around the world, really, to educate people for years, evangelizing about the coming of this metaverse. And I think that's probably the word for 2022. And so she'll be joining us and sharing her view as a tech futurist, somebody who really helps to understand what the trends are and how they're going to impact our society, our life, our business, and position us to be ready for that transition. And it's coming fast and furious. And also cool about Kathy is she's an alumna of Florida International University. So she's got a Florida connection too. And those are three of the more than 100 speakers who we will feature at the Synapse Summit. You can see the full agenda and the full list of speakers that are on our website at synapsesummit.com. And just a real diversity of thought, perspective, industry, experience, and all coming together in one place.
That's great. And you mentioned 100 speakers. That's what I love about Synapse is you get the broad overview from the keynotes, but there's so much granularity, and you can really go down some rabbit holes with some people that are doing some really interesting and deep projects. And what you find after you go down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those across your time there is that it actually backs up and paints a really you feel just to have a much more of a grip over the whole opportunity, because you've gone down these sort of different rabbit holes that have juxtaposed the deeper elements of it together.
That's a really good kind of synopsis of how we look to curate not just the content, but also the exhibitors. One of the most exciting experiences is walking around 3 levels of Amalie Arena and getting to find one of the 300 exhibitor companies that come to showcase and provide opportunities to engage with them. And the stories that we hear after each time, this will be the 5th Synapse Summit, which is remarkable, that a nonprofit in the middle of this very tumultuous time continues, and we build this community together and we're growing. So we'll come together again, and we keep hearing from people about their experiences being an exhibitor or a speaker or just an attendee at an event like this, where they really take in the opportunity to expose themselves to thought leaders and ideas beyond their usual scope, and take the initiative to build relationships and get to know people and then follow up on them. And for many, it has been transformative to themselves and their businesses and their communities. And we love hearing those stories. It's really important and validating to the way that we approach this entire opportunity.
That's brilliant. And, the energy from the top flows into the event. Your energy is always infectious and positive and aspirational. So it's no surprise that you keep keep moving up the ladder to kind of to the very top where you belong. And we'll look forward to experiencing the fruit of your labors on February 17th at Amelie Arena. Synapse.mp4.com is .com, right? Is the website
Yes,
address?
synapsefl.com, synapsesummit.com. It'll all take you to the same place. We're all around social media. We're on your site. So we love getting a chance to chat with you, and glad that you'll be joining us in person again at the program, sharing what you're working on. And, this is what it's all about, is creating accessibility to the leaders in our community.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we always I always try to make it a tradition to launch something at Synapse. I think we launched our venture section one year. We actually launched the Catalyst. Our first sort of public appearance anywhere was at Synapse, I think 4 years ago, and then we launched our venture section. And then this year we'll be Meta City, and we'll be doing an NFT drop ourselves. So we'll try to bring some action to the proceedings too.
That's awesome. I'm very excited for that. I think that, you building this out and creating such accessibility for people is really what's going to keep that ball rolling. We love rolling out a lot of new announcements, new experiences. Companies come to launch here, and there are companies that you and I know well who really took off at Synapse Summit. So Block Spaces, which you've spoken a lot about, they've been part of the Synapse movement since the very beginning. They launched at the very first Synapse Summit back in 2018. They just had a nearly $6 million raise. They have been unbelievably important in building out blockchain infrastructure for businesses, not just across Florida, but beyond, leading on everything from policy to just kind of creating a new understanding of this transformative technology. And, they've been a part of this since the very beginning. So we love that experience. People will have a chance this year to engage with a very cool new esports augmented reality game called Hado. It's literally dodgeball in augmented reality. So thanks to the team at Amrock Fab Lab and the Foundation for Community Driven Innovation, we're going to be creating the setup, and you can literally put on augmented reality gear and play dodgeball. It's remarkable. It's very cool. It's a lot of fun. And these are the sort of hands-on experiences that we love to bring to the community. And it's a really easy and fun way to get to experience something that you don't usually get a chance to see.
That's awesome. February 17th can't come soon enough. And I was chatting with Mr. Kornfeld a couple of days ago, and he said tickets are actually on the verge of selling out too. So it's time to jump in and get them if you're going to get them.
That's exactly right. So we hope to see you all there. Please make sure to ping us, say hi, let us know what you're interested in. I'd love to hear from you, after the fact, and your audience, what resonated, what was fun, what stood out to you, what do you want to see more of? Because it's really what it's all about. As a community organization, as a nonprofit, we're here to be of service and to be a resource. So it helps us do more as we continue to grow together.
Awesome. Lauren Prager, I'm going to say with a deep Chief Strategy Officer of Synapse. Congratulations. This is great.
Thank you so much, Joe. Good to see you.